Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, YouTube. You know, it's very hard in life to figure out what you should do to help others, to figure out what you need to become to be the greatest gift to other people. And oftentimes we can look to problems in the world, we can look to a specific person to see what their needs might be, to see who we should become. But a lot of times that ends up trying to fit a square peg into a round hole. You know, you see a round hole in somebody else's life, and you're a square peg, and you're trying to fix them. You're trying to become the person who can help that one person. Or you find a round problem, but you're a square peg, so you try to change yourself to fix that. Well, I think a little better way to do that is to do what the title of this video says. Become the type of person you needed when you were growing up. Be the person you needed to get you to where you are right now. For a lot of people, they have mentors, they have good parents, they have good friends, and I don't even want to say a lot of people. Some people do. Some people don't. I don't know what the ratio is. You know, a lot of people have help, a lot of people don't have help. It comes in waves. It varies throughout different parts in your life. Some people didn't have loving parents. They don't have any mentors. They don't have anyone to look up to. They had to become it themselves. I think what can provide more value to the world than trying to make yourself into a round peg to solve the round holes of the world is to instead look at the holes in your own life. Look at the holes you had growing up. Look at the square holes you have and refine the square peg that you are. Be the person you needed. Become, in a way, your own hero. Not to sound too self-conceited, but it goes along a slight bit to the golden rule. Do unto others as you would have them do unto you. And if I could take a little bit of creative liberty with that, be unto others as you would have had them be unto you. You know, if you can be the person you needed growing up, there are hundreds, thousands, if not millions of other people who need the exact same thing that you needed. And you know exactly what that is because you went through it. You went through your own trials. You went through your own problems. You went through your own discouragement. So you know what would have helped you. You know what did help you. Become that for others. Refine the problems you had into ways you can fix them, and become that for other people. Instead of focusing on something that you're not, instead of focusing on something you could become, or someone you wish you were, be who you needed. And I really think that will I really think you'll be able to help so many more people that way, than trying to look for a problem to solve. Because you already know what the issues are. You already know what you went through. And there are plenty of people out there who need exactly what you needed. And I think if you want to do the most good in the world, be that person. Whether that is someone who you needed to encourage you, whether that was someone who you needed to just be there as a friend, whether it was someone you needed to inspire you. You know, someone that was maybe so far beyond your reach you wish you were like them. You don't have to become that impossibility, but you can become that same ideal to another person. You can give that same feeling that you got from your hero, or the person who you would have needed as a hero. So, don't bother trying to look towards the problems of the world to see what you can do to bring the most fulfillment. Instead, in a way, look inward a little bit. Not in a selfish way, but in a personalized experience, in your own personal experiences. Look inward to find out what you needed and what many other people need, and become that. And the amount of good you're able to do in the world is, well, I think it'll be just beyond what you can even perceive. Because God made you a specific way. He gave you your problems for a reason. And maybe that reason is so you can fix those problems in other people. maybe your own experience with those problems, the dark days you had to go through, the trenches you went through, the valley of the shadow of death that you had to go through, was so that you could be a guide through that same valley for others. I think that's all I have for you today. So Lord willing, I'll see you all later.